Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is going to be me following 3 Natasha Denona's Zendo palette tutorials. Really excited about this one. I'm currently wearing one of the looks that I recreated from her. So if you guys are excited about today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. I would really appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So let's go ahead and start. I thought it would be so fun if we follow her tutorial, but using the eyeshadow that I found that probably potentially match hers. I'm actually really excited about this palette. Let's recreate the first look that she did, which is a warm tone bronzy smoky eye. And this is the color that we are working with. I gotta be honest, like this shade kind of took me a while to look for. I had to mix it a little bit. So yeah, this is the color story we are working with. I'll be jumping palettes to palettes. I definitely want to do a swatch separately because you guys seem to like that. So I'm going to do that for you guys for sure. But I am just gonna go straight into the shade Au Naturel from ColourPop New Mood palette, and we are going to fluff that through the crease like she did. I really feel like that palette is just like a really perfect palette for me. Definitely that is something I'll be really excited about. So she kind of just like buffed that through the crease to define. So tell me about your thoughts on the palette. Are you excited for it? Are you underwhelmed? What are your thoughts? Do let me know down in the comments. Let's chit chat a little. Okay, I am going to deepen my outer V. Same palette. I'm just going to Moody. I am going to deepen the outer V area. If you do have the ColourPop New Mood palette, do follow along with me because there are 3 shades that I found quite similar in the palettes. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the first brush, kind of slightly buff the color out. There's some fallout. Gonna just like take a sponge and pat that out. Going back to Moody. We are going to deepen the outer V. We could fly for hours and it's Friday. Get out of the water when there's that need. I don't wanna feel anything too real. It's interesting how she does it because I always like feel like my technique is so different from her. I'm going to continue to go back to Moody. She like to like stamp on the color, and I should really just like seeing her like go in. She says she wants this to be really rich, so let's build this up a little. Okay, and then she said whatever's left on the brush, she does blend it upwards to the crease. That's what she said. We're gonna follow it up to the crease. Okay, I think my outer V is dark enough now. Just going straight into the shade Luster. This shade in the ColourPop palette is quite close. It's called Put On Airs. I'm still going to mix it though. So I am just gonna pat this shade all over. Oh, this is quite beautiful. Like, look at that shine. Wow, that is stunning. All right, just for that extra sparkle, I do want to go into ColourPop's Rainbow Connection. It's more of that goldy, glittery goodness, and it's more golden. So I do want to pack this on because I do feel like this shade Luster has that yellow undertone in it. So I'm just gonna customize my own and pat it on. And then she goes into the shade called Yama, which is like a peachy bronze with green flips. And this reminds me of the shade Light Up. This is a color that Kathleen Lights created. It's a super shock. I don't know if you guys can catch, there's a bit of a green sheen in the shade. So I'm hitting pan. I really love this color. And I'm going to tap this on the inner corner. Okay, so for the last and final steps, she goes into Zeal to like lift the eye on the outer corner. So I think I'm going to mix the shade Superfood and Holy Moly in the Guacamole palette, mixing the two to create a very deep, dark army green shade. I'm just dipping the shade back and forth, and I am going to stamp that. Stamp that on and kind of, yeah, wing it up a little. She used this step to kind of lift the eye. Hey you guys, this is a finished first look. Actually, this is really pretty. I actually really like this look. What do you guys think about this look that she created and I recreated? Let me know down in the comments. I love it, and let's move on to the second look. This is the color story for the second look. Alright, so let's go in again. I actually tried this out yesterday. It kind of did not turn out the way I wanted to. We shall see if this go around turns out prettier. So let's go in with the first shade that she went in with is the shade Mindful. I'm just going to do Moody. It's very interesting to me how she goes in with the darkest shade. It's interesting to me how she just like really bold. Maybe she has done it like 1,000 times, so I don't know. Or maybe it's her eyeshadow, it is easier to blend or something. I have no idea, but she goes in with the darkest shade. And she started to stamp it on her outer V and pull this out. Normally I would be really scared to do that just because I feel like for a cut crease look like that, I would honestly work on the crease first, but hey, she's Natasha Denona. I am going to keep stamping it on and kind of just like feather it out like she did. Alright, she next go into the pink copper, but I don't think I exactly have that. I'm taking the closest thing. It's the ColourPop Super Shock called Deep Dive. Using the same brush, I'm just gonna dip a little bit in, and what she did is she kind of just like go over that with this shade, like pretty much covers it. And then she goes straight in with the shade called Aura. The description says Aura is a medium golden orange red. So I have this ColourPop Super Shock called Shy Guy. I have never used it. I used it yesterday for the first time. It is a beautiful orange red, and Julia's going, ooh, look how pretty that is. I'm going to tap that on the center. I'm definitely like blending the two together to make sure like it floats. Then she go into Tranquil, which is like a warm rose. I actually don't have a lot of like rosy color, so I had to bust out my mcgrath from Seduction. I only have this shade, which I don't need to mix around. It's the shade right here. It's like a warm tone rose, right? And that's packed on the... She says she packed this on the inner corner just to create that duochrome effect. Wow, that is shiny, shiny. Very, very pretty. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is super punchy. Haha. I really don't have a shade like that though. All right, next she went in to cut the crease. I'm very scared of because I don't normally cut my creases like that. She's just very bold, very straight to the point. I will try my best. I am going to this shade called Vino. This is not exactly the shade, but the shade that she used shows up really deep red, like a winey red to me. So I am just gonna use something similar that I have that I think can match. All right, so I am actually very scared because while cutting the crease like this, never done it before. And yesterday it did not turn out the way I wanted to, so here we go again. All right, so I guess she kind of started the line a little bit more from the outer corner to the inner. Yeah, she more so started like definitely more around the outer V and going forward to kind of like frame the eye like that. That is like, it terrifies the fuck out of me. All right, let's go in really quickly with that shade Calm. I really don't have a shade like that. I think I'm just gonna use, I'll try to blend it out with this pink shade from the Avocado Toast. It's called Pink Salt. I'm just going to use the same brush. Let me just like buff out this edge really quickly. This like does not look good right now. I'm really, really scared. All right, maybe I'll just go into a tiny buffing brush. And just like buffing the line out, basically. I'm outside, be thinking that you're all night, be thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside. These shades are definitely off. I hope you guys don't mind that. You get the idea. Then she goes into the shade Pastel Peach shade. I'm just doing the shade in this palette called WeHo. I want to quickly buff this end out first. Alright, so she's going to the Pastel Peach shade to fuse the border. I'm gonna show you guys a picture that I took yesterday. You guys will let me know if I did better than today, but I'm so like out of my comfort zone right now. I'm so confused right now. I'm just gonna follow her techniques for sure. All right, and then she definitely went back to that Vigor shade to bring back the line, which is what I'm going to do right now. I want to bring back the line really quickly, for sure. Guys, I am very, very uncomfortable with this. I kind of went back and intensified everything. This is making me feel like I don't know how to do makeup. I feel like I have to go into a cream white to buff this out a little bit because I feel like I'm going insane. So don't mind if I do really quickly. Just like, I don't know how she does it. Natasha Denona, she makes it look super easy. This is just making me very, very, very uncomfortable. The very last steps, she went back into the brown skull shade Goes into kind of went below the crease to kind of give it a little bit of a contrast. So that's what we're gonna do here. I am very nervous. I've never done looks like this. We are gonna add that around this area. And you know what? I kind of feel like I kind of caught this crease a little low. Yesterday, I felt like it might be a little high. Today, I feel like it's a little low. Like I never know. I don't know. Let's hope that this kind of pulls everything together.
I'm mad about it, 'cause they can't bloom like you don't. I don't see a way around it, 'cause everything has led me straight to you. It's nothing new. Baby, I'm outside, been thinking about you all night.
Honestly, I don't know how she does it. She does it so effortlessly. It is insane to me. I'm baffled. I don't understand it. I am honestly amazed. Like, wow. That is sort of what it looks like. I might go offline and kind of trying to perfect it, but anywho, I'll be back. This is the finished results. I had to pull my outer V a little longer. I kind of wanted like more of that cat eye, where I feel like Natasha's is definitely more round. I had to add a little bit of the liner and just in this shape and in my outer corner a little bit, otherwise it's driving me nuts. I've never do a cut crease like this. She blended out the top of her lash line so seamlessly. I am amazed. I'm blown away. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of practice to do. I've never ever done a cut crease like the way she does it. I do have a double cut crease video. I'm going to link it down below. This look kind of reminds me of that look. Well, let me know if you want me to do this look by my way. I feel like the only thing that drives me nuts is the line. Not as blended as I would want to. Definitely, if I were to do it, I definitely would go in to do the gradient first, and then I will define the line, and then I'll cut the crease, and then add the shimmers and everything and deepen the outer corner. I just feel like I have more control that way. There's more room for mistakes because you're utilizing the concealer aspect into it. Following this tutorial kind of gives me anxiety. It's like, how come my result is not as good as hers? But hey, everyone does it differently. She's the queen, the master. She probably has done like cut creases a million times, I'm sure. I mean, the way she does it was just so straightforward and so simple. I don't know how she does it, but I tried. Don't be too harsh on me. And another thing is, like, I'm pretty sure the colors did not match 100%, which I'm really excited to get the palette and test it out. Anyway, let me know down in the comments if you guys like this look, if you want to recreate it, what are your thoughts on her techniques. If you want to roast me, I'll take that too. I don't mind, I don't care. Comment something down below, chat with me as per usual, and let's do look number 3, which I'm really excited about. I think out of all the looks that she created, this look is my fave. Shall we move on to look number? This is the color story for look number 3. And we have officially used every shade in the palette. Look number 3, I'm really excited about this look. I'm first going to a pastel peach, just to buff that through the crease and around the brow bone area. I'm gonna bring that higher. That's what Natasha did. She just wanna give it like a peachy, pinky hue.
Dancing all alone in the pool. You took my heart a little too soon.
And I am going to the rose gold, that warm rosy metallic shade. I'm just gonna buff that over, give it a little bit of a hue and glow. And then she's going to the deep, like, teal blue shade. She's going to define the outer corner. She likes to do that. I'm going to mix a little bit of on this shade guac and the shade 1999. I'm just gonna mix the two shades and I'm going to do it like her, kind of define the outer V. She also goes into her lower lash line, just the outer lower lash. And then she goes into the shade Breath, which is like a minty green shade. I don't exactly have that type of a light mint, so definitely I'm going to do my own little cocktail. I'm gonna mix shade Watt Fillings and a white shade to get that pastel shade, and I am going to use that to kind of soften the edges like she did. Alright, and then she takes Equilibrium, which is a deep teal shade. I don't really have that shade, so I'm doing a little mixer. I'm mixing some black and Pat's Lapis Luxury, and I'm going to like deepen the outer V. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the light teal metallic shade, and we're going to use that to center of the lid. I'm using ColourPop Supershock, this shade. And pack that all over. I think I'm just going to use my finger because that gives me a lot more payoff. You don't see, you're exactly what I like. Exactly what I like. With your hand on my cheek, going 95 at night. And then just going back to Mantra, the matte cream powder formula, or I don't have it, to buff edges and blend. Okay, and then she's definitely putting the light teal on the center of the lash line. Okay, now she is going to the Dusty Army Green shade. I'm going to create my own. I'm mixing Superfood Holy Moly. I am going to kind of deepen this outer V, and I'm going to create like a crease shape. I don't know if this is something that I would normally do, but I try. Okay, and then she goes back to Mantra to kind of soften the edges, which is really interesting. Like, I probably would go to that minty green to soften the edges, but alright, let's do what she does. Trying to say I've never done it like this. Okay, and then she's going to the shade Yama, which is the peachy duochrome with the gold flipped. I'm going to this shade right here. I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my lower inner corner. Now you can see the green flip, huh? So for the very last step, she goes back into Zeo, which is that dusty, deep army green shade, and she went to define the inner corner to create that cat eye effects. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. Number 3. What do you guys think about this look? Okay, you guys, this is the finished results. Let me know if you guys like this look. I actually really love how this look turned out. It's probably my favorite looks that she created using the Zendo palette. I don't have that palette yet. I definitely just utilize whatever that I have. If you're not interested in buying the palette, you can probably dig into your own collection to recreate the looks. Definitely let me know if you guys like her techniques when working with eyeshadows. Do you think her techniques suits my eye shapes? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. Definitely feel like, especially this look, what really surprised me is how she went in with a peachy shade to buff out the brow bone, and then she went in with the brow bone highlight first. That's really interesting to me, and I actually really like that. I feel like that kind of brings out the feature of a client's face, and that's something that I really enjoy. Also, another thing is like how she likes to deepen her outer corner first and then blend it out with a lighter shade. I will have probably done it differently. Another thing that I don't normally do is like final step. She kind of brought that dusty army green shades all the way to the crease. I just normally, I probably would have done it like earlier. That's really interesting to me because I haven't done like a soft cut crease in a minute. I really like how that framed my eyes as well. I might have to utilize that in my future videos. I really enjoy that. Other than that, yeah, I really love how this look came out. And the final shot of the model, she went in with like a white eyeliner. That's what I did with Colourpop Cringe Eyeliner in the shade Exit. I really like the color combination and the placement. I really love that. Out of the 3 looks, I definitely feel like look number 2 is just not really my thing, because like the way she cut the crease at the end was just like freaking me out, because I was so anxious and worried that I couldn't blend it out, which did happen. Yeah, look number 2 is a no-go for me. I don't know, what are your thoughts on me recreating 3 of Natasha Denona's tutorials? Let me know if you like this format as well. I had a lot of fun recreating her techniques on my eye shape. It's something different. I've never done it before. And overall, I'm really happy with the results, especially this look is really giving me summer night smoky realness. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, I would really love for you to subscribe. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.